Yeah. So, we prefer that you have a STEM or a engineering degree, but if you don't, that's totally fine. We take tons of students that don't have the traditional engineering degree. Um, the requirement is a 3.0 GPA, but if that is something that you don't have, we are able to petition the graduate school to allow you to enter without that 3.0, with the intention of raising it up to a 3.0. And we do that by using your personal statement and having conversation with you about why we think this program is good for you and vice versa. So that if that's something that you want to talk about, again, email me. Um, and then yeah, the English language proficiency. There are several ways to fulfill that requirement if English is not your first language, and there's a website that I can send to you. But I always suggest if that is something that you have to do Duolingo. It just seems to be the easiest and fastest way to fulfill that requirement. But if you have questions about that, I can help with that too. And as Julian said, these are our deadlines. So the 1st of July, November, and February, May. Um, so next one is coming up fairly soon, but you still have some time. I think one of the things that people also, even though it's not required, is a recommendation. They worry about people turning those in. That it isn't required for this program, but we do like to see those letters if you are able to. Oh, thank you. If you are able to get those. Yeah, so this is just sort of the checklist, the simplified checklist of what you need to do to apply. Is pay the application fee. Um, if you have or send in your unofficial transcripts, and then a statement of purpose, and that again is just your opportunity to tell us why you think you'd be a good fit for the program, sort of maybe what you want to work on, and a good chance if you don't have that 3.0 to address that there. And then your resume, we like to see what you've been doing, especially if you don't have that traditional STEM degree or engineering degree. It just helps us know that you like sort of have a base knowledge if we can see your background and what you've been doing for your work. And then again, that English language proficiency. And then yeah, one letter of recommendation is optional. We just like to know that like maybe your boss is on board with you doing this or a colleague. It doesn't have to be an academic letter of recommendation. So yes, if you need any specifications about any of those things, please let me know. Oh, and then yes, if you are sort of wondering on the fence about joining the degree program, you have the option to do what they call G&M classes, or have that be your degree status. Sorry, I'm using the wrong word. You would be a G&M student in that you would be taking classes that you could one day count towards your degree if you decide to pursue it. So what you would do is there's an option for a G&M application and you apply for that. Julian looks it over and approves it. And then say you get two classes in and you say, Kimbo, I want to join the program. I want to get my master's degree. You would apply to the program again. We would count those credits that you've done towards the degree up to 12. And then you would be 12 credits in or however many you've taken to the degree. And then I think Julian also said this earlier, but because it's an online program, you don't need any sort of visa if you are living internationally.